Folks, it is high time we abolish this 10-year-long dry spell of pop anthems that make straight men feel sexy. I do not have a PowerPoint for this because I did not read the part of the email that told us that we were allowed to do that. Sexy pop anthems are a vital institution in today's society, helping to uphold the social order while contributing positively to the well-being of the public. Yeah, when I talk about sexy pop anthems, I'm describing a song designed to make the listener feel sexy by telling them how sexy the singer feels. A sexy pop anthem will typically have an upbeat chorus with a 2 to 3 chord hook and lyrics to the effect of, "I'm hot, I'm very hot, you're welcome for how hot I am." These songs evoke feeling cute and fun and flirty, providing an essential contribution to vibes everywhere. When we feel cute and fun and flirty, we exist in harmony. Now, I know it seems like anthems of this kind are coming out all the time, but from what I can see, we haven't had a sexy pop anthem make it into the straight boy mainstream in the past decade. It has been 10 years since Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars released Uptown Funk. It has been 13 years since LMFAO released Sexy and I Know It. It has been 33 years since Right Said Fred released I'm Too Sexy. It's important here to note that the straight boy mainstream is the final and hardest to reach destination of any pop song. As we know, pop starts with the gay guys, then it makes it to the bi girlies, then to the straight and lesbian women, then to the straight boys. You might be like, Carson, you're non-binary, how could you exclude non-binary people? Well, depending on what kind of non-binary person they are either the first or last to hear about it. Thank you. I personally am the last. I still have not listened to Brat, and I'm not confident I could tell you what a Brat summer is, but I'm fairly confident I could tell you that I didn't have one. The point is, for a sexy pop anthem to make it to the straight boy mainstream and to be embraced by and integrated into the fold of straight boy culture, it needs to be two things. One, sung by a man, because men don't love women. 2, to be an undeniable banger. We are long overdue for such a song. Our straight boys are starting to forget that they're allowed to feel hot. And when straight boys don't feel hot, they make it everyone else's problem. Yes, straight boys are accountable for learning to self-regulate on their own, but it is easier to self-regulate when you feel bangable. Feeling bangable is very grounding. You think straight boys would be committing acts of misogyny if they felt cute and fun and flirty? No. When you feel cute and fun and flirty, you don't commit acts of misogyny. You commit acts of taking a few selfies and then hitting the dance floor. At the very worst, you commit acts of buying a shirt that shows your nipples a little too much. I get that sexy pop anthems for straight boys have their drawbacks. Some of us get grossed out when a straight boy is a little too self-involved, but I get grossed out when a straight boy's self-esteem is so low that it tanks the vibe of the group hang. You may be saying, Carson, you're saying that we're in this long dry spell, but just recently this pop anthem came out that fulfills all the criteria that you're talking about. Well, to that I'd say, I didn't know about that one. I don't listen to a lot of pop. I listen to a lot of indie folk artists who play the banjo in a sadder way than you can possibly imagine. By the way, earlier when I rattled off some examples, you might have noticed a glaring omission. The sexiest pop anthem from the straightest boy. It has been 18 years since Justin Timberlake brought sexy back, beginning an 8-year run of sexy pop anthems that made it into the straight boy mainstream, culminating in Uptown Funk. We've lost that momentum. Sexy is not some static thing that will stay right where you brought it back to. It's beautiful and alive like a flower that needs to be tended to. We've been letting sexy wither and die for our straight boys. And sure, Justin Timberlake's sexual anthems had their downsides. For instance, they may be at fault for a generation of men buying fedoras. But when a man is busy buying fedoras, do you know what he's not doing? Protesting a Planned Parenthood. In summation, our straight boys are forgetting that they're allowed to feel cute, and all that energy that would be channeled into feeling cute is instead going towards being mean to women. People who feel hot don't need to be mean. What do they have to be upset about? So, we need to abolish this dry spell. We need to bring sexy back. Thank you.
Carson Olshansky, everybody.